In today's Teddy's Corner, we're going to focus on American Andre Dirrell. And Teddy, he truly is a master of disguises.
He really is, Bob. That's well put. A lot of times that you got to focus on the physical attributes of a fighter. In the case of Andre Dirrell, it's really his style. He'll come out southpaw, bang, bang, and he's got quick hands. He'll be fighting with you. All of a sudden, he'll switch right in front of you. And just like you got caught by surprise, he'll catch you by surprise. But whenever there's something positive, you know what? It's not far around the corner that there could be something negative. The negative is when he's fighting with you, if he switches from too close, while his feet aren't ready, he's not ready up top.
Right.
And just like you nailed me, he can get nailed. He has to make sure that he's out of range. So when he does make that switch, he's got distance where he's safe.
Tonight, after the Olympics, Keith Olbermann counts down.
Welcome back to the Olympic Boxing Hall. Bob Papa, Teddy Atlas, Kenny Rice. Glad you can join us. American Andre Dirrell taking on Dabatir Ha. And there is Andre Dirrell, 20 years of age, from Flint, Michigan, home of Chris Bird, a silver medalist in this weight class back in 1992. Dabatir Ha, 27 years of age, from China, advanced to the Olympic Games in the Asian qualifier in his second attempt. Actually, Dirrell and Ha met a couple of weeks ago here in a test event in Athens, and Andre Dirrell posted a 32-23 victory. Dirrell in the red, Ha in the blue. The middleweight class first contested in the 1904 games. The United States has won 5 gold medals in this category. The last time, Michael Spinks back in 1976. Roshai Wells, the last American to medal in this weight class, that back in 1996 in Atlanta.
You see Dirrell comes out southpaw. We'll be ready to see him switch. That's one of his greatest strengths, his style. You always hear about styles make fights. Well, styles make Dirrell. He goes back and forth, Bob, from that southpaw stance that he's in now to the orthodox stance whenever he feels like it. And there it is.
The referee is Ömer Kuzgun from Turkey. And he is asking the boxers to box. A little different in the amateur game than in the professional ranks. Computerized scoring, 5 judges seated at ringside. At least 3 must record a scoring blow within 1 second for that scoring blow to count. Teddy, the emphasis in the amateur game is really on technique.
Not power. And that's okay for Dirrell. He has quick hands, so it plays into his strengths.
And Ha chasing Dirrell around the ring. And Dirrell giving a caution for holding.
The mental part's so important in this business, 75% of it. It can work both ways. Mentally, you could say, well, Dirrell's very confident coming in here. You mentioned it at the top. He already has a win over Ha. But you could take for granted. Look at the other side, the negative. Maybe he assumed something, and that can hurt him. We will see.
Dirrell, a 2-time U.S. champion. Back in 2003, he won the U.S. championship at 165 pounds. Final seconds of the first round. Dirrell and Ha. So 20-year-old Andre Dirrell, his first bout of the Olympic Games. Let's take a look at the Atlas Index.
Well, his style, we talked about it. He can switch back and forth. That can confuse an opponent. Quick hands. And when he's in the southpaw style, likes to throw that right hook. When he's switching, he's got to make sure he's out of range. And he's been allowed to grow through 6 weight classes, Bob. This is smart because his trainer allowed him to grow, didn't hold him back.
Teddy's scouting report on Andre Dirrell.
Well, you see it right there. The tough competition, the Romanian, Simeon, Golovkin, and of course, Gadabekov.
What about the road to gold, Teddy?
Well, his road to gold, if he gets past the first 3 fights, which I think he has really a good shot to do, then it gets a little rocky in the semis, but he's got a real good shot to get that far.
Round number 2 underway for Andre Dirrell in the red and Dabatir Ha of China. Ha with a 5-4 lead heading into the second. Andre Dirrell, an interesting story from Flint, Michigan. His mother, Lola, had 5 children by the age of 22. Andre And his brother Anthony went to live with his grandfather, Leon Lawson, who raised him, along with his companion Brenda Banks, and has trained him throughout his amateur career. Andre will finish high school after the Olympics, focusing on boxing right now. Ha tends to reach in, Teddy, doesn't he? Kind of lunges forward, racing in. What can Dirrell do to offset that?
Well, first of all, Dirrell creates that. He steps back, makes a little bit of a gap, draws in, and then he can counter, depending on what stance he's in, right hand or the left hand first. Right now, Dirrell is in his orthodox stance. You can see the temperament of Dirrell. It sticks out. He likes to think in there, and he likes to do finesse things. He likes to get counters. That's why he's not leading right now. He's looking for a little help from Ha. And what I mean by that is for Ha to come forward, as you just alluded to, a little reckless where he can counter.
In the first round, Ha came forward and scored several points, but you almost get the sense that now Dirrell would like to see that because he hasn't planned.
Dirrell looking to press now. One good thing he's doing fundamentally, he's bringing his feet. He's not doing what you said Ha was doing. He's not reaching to get there, letting his upper body be in front like Ha just did there of his legs. See, Ha lets his upper body get there first. Dirrell does it fundamentally correct, brings his legs.
Final seconds of the second round, Dirrell and Ha. So a better second round, Teddy, for Andre Dirrell as he goes on the attack a little bit.
And again, you can see him take the steps there from the southpaw stance, using the jab, the right hand to set up the left hand. Doing it by the book. And there's the counter ability of Dirrell. Didn't land anything, but you could see his temperament. Stepped forward a little bit, then pulled it back, tried to set up that trap.
Stop waiting, all right? Side to side, just step in the spine straight down.
So Andre Dirrell from Flint, Michigan,
Do you want this? You know,
won the Olympic trials over Joe Green in the box office against Clarence Joseph. Ha had to go to the final Asian qualifier to qualify for Athens. Round 3 underway. Remember, there are 4 2-minute rounds in Olympic boxing.